Thanksgiving is coming up, and we all know what happens right after Thanksgiving. Black Friday. That's when the malls are going to be crazy, the highways are going to be crazy with traffic, and obviously the parking lots are going to be full where you're not going to be able to find parking. But what also happens on Black Friday is crime. So that's why I want to talk to you a little bit more about how you can keep yourself and your family safe on Black Friday. So where does Black Friday even come from? Where does that term come from? First off, in 1869, there were these two guys in New York that planned on buying all of the gold and bankrupting the system. And they just about succeeded because Wall Street crashed on September 24th, which was a Friday in 1869. Hence, the original term was coined Black Friday. Another reason why we have the term Black Friday is because majority of the retailers that aren't really doing good throughout the year, when people used to do bookkeeping with pen and paper, it would be in the red. And then on Friday, after Thanksgiving, is when they would have the sales and have the busiest shopping day of the year, and that would bring them into the black. So that's where the term Black Friday came from. So what I want to talk to you today about is those two reasons why Black Friday was invented, or the term was coined, I should say, had to do with money, right? So what do you think criminals are saying on this Black Friday? They know that people are going to be out there in the street, people are going to be out there purchasing items, and they're going to have credit cards on them, they're going to have cash on them, they're going to be carrying bags, they're not going to be alert, they're going to be leaving merchandise or expensive items in their vehicle. So this is a prime time for criminals as well. So I want to make sure that everyone is staying alert and being safe. And a few ways that you can do that is situational awareness. Just be aware of your environment. Know who's around you. So when you're getting out of a vehicle, if you're getting ready to pull up to a mall, here's what I would suggest. If you're going to keep anything valuable in your car, put it in the trunk. And I would recommend putting it in the trunk before you even get there. Don't roll up to the mall, park your car, and then get out of your vehicle and put your purse in the trunk, because the perpetrators who are sitting there waiting for victims obviously just saw you put something valuable in the trunk. They know where the item is, and it's going to be pretty easy for them when you walk away to smash your window, pop the trunk with the trunk release that's inside your vehicle, open your trunk up, and walk away with the bag. Am I right? So let's make sure whatever you're going to put in your vehicle that's valuable, that you're going to need throughout the day, put it in the trunk before you get to your destination. When you arrive to your destination, what I would also suggest is looking around, seeing if you see anyone suspicious sitting in a vehicle, watching people. If you do, there's nothing wrong with taking the plate number down in the description just so you have an idea of who that person is. I do it all the time, and I'm not working when I do it. If something doesn't look right, I'm going to actually write the information down in case something happens at a later time, or if it looks suspicious enough, I'm actually going to call the police. You can let mall security know, you can let someone else in the mall know that you saw something suspicious outside, but if you see something, you have to say something. You can't stay quiet. That's why all these incidents are happening throughout the country. So we're not just talking about theft now, right? We're also talking about mass casualty attackers. So staying aware of your environment, looking around, if someone looks suspicious, reporting it can not only keep you safe and keep your belongings safe, but can keep an entire mall safe. So you want to make sure that you're reporting what you see. I would also suggest when you go into the store and you're using your credit card, check the pad for skimmers. It's a very simple thing for you to do. Just make sure you pull on it to make sure no pieces of that hardware pulls off, and to make sure you're safe. I would also suggest covering up your PIN if you're going to use it as a debit card. I would recommend using your debit card as a credit card, but for whatever reason, if you're going to get cash back and you have to go ahead and put your PIN in, make sure you cover your PIN up. Keep your credit card or your debit card in an RFID sleeve if you have it. Better yet, go ahead and purchase an RFID wallet so all of your information can be protected, to include your driver's license, your credit card, your debit cards. It's always good to be on the safe side and have a plan in place just in case. When you're exiting the store, try not to be on your phone. And again, being alert, being aware, knowing your environment, knowing if someone is walking up to you, knowing what that person looks like, seeing if they're walking up to you and they seem to be a threat. This is good information for you to have, and this is a good way for you to stay safe. When you get to your vehicle, make sure you're not putting expensive items in the car and then leaving again. Exactly what we talked about earlier. Someone may wind up seeing you put that merchandise in your trunk and simply break into the car when you walk off from the vehicle. So we want to make sure we're following some of these tips, some of these procedures in order for you to stay safe. There's a lot more information and a lot more things you can do, but the main thing, if we're going to narrow it down to one thing, that is always be aware of your environment. Situational awareness, stay alert, be safe, have a happy holiday season, and remember, if you have a security issue, we have a credible solution.